Hello
Sounds good.
and welcome to the Gauntlet of Greatness. I'm Randy Buehler, joined as usual by Sceadeau Nutella. How are things, Sceadeau?
Everything is great.
Everything is awesome. All right. We're down to the top 8 in our modern Gauntlet of Greatness. We can actually put everything onto one page now. We don't need the giant bracket of 24 decks. 16 decks have now been eliminated, and these are your top 8 competitors. Abzan versus Wilted Abzan, Infect versus Living End. Those will be next week's matchups. The first half of the top 8, though, we're going to play Tron versus Pox in this video, and then we're also playing Burn versus Amulet Bloom this week. You can look at how these decks got here. I feel like Loam Pox has led a charmed life. You know, it's got Life from the Loam recursion is really one of the key things going on, and Tech Edges and Ghost Quarters, and it got paired against Scape Shift, which is a deck that can't win without 7 lands in play, and Just Got Control, which is a deck that can't win without, like, 6 lands in play. Now, it's once again paired against a land deck. The red-green Tron deck is the last opponent standing between it and a trip to the top 4. So I don't know. Maybe it's a charmed life for Loam Pox. We shall see. You ready to play?
I am so ready to play.
All right. Let's get down to it. You have your cool matchup video. Karn staring over. Saying, I can take this. Here is the Loam Pox deck in question. It is a Raphaël Lévy design. He's been singing the praises of this deck for many months in Modern. Life from the Loam is obviously a key card that gives you tons of card advantage. You just pick up a bunch of lands, whether they're fetch lands or tech edges or what have you. And you don't necessarily need to play with very many lands in play, but you can discard them to Faithless Looting and Raven's Crime and Zombie Infestation. And the deck actually plays the full 4 copies of Zombie Infestation. You know, and other than that, it's just got resilient threats, right? Lingering Souls gives you value when it goes to the yard. Squee, even there's a random Gogari Brown scale to if you need to gain some life in a pinch. So, pretty cool deck. Fairly complicated, but Chad has been playing a fair amount of it, so it seems like he's maybe not Raphaël Lévy level familiar with the deck, but getting there. Red-green Tron is the opponent here. The Tron deck, this version of Tron is pretty similar to the one Owen Turtenwald actually used to win the Modern week on Standard Super League last week. Not quite as many threats, though. It only has an Ugin in the sideboard.
Randy, can I stop you? Do you know who just walked into chat? Raphaël Lévy. You should consider playing him instead of me in this matchup.
Hilarious. Welcome, Raph. You want to play?
Let's get him in.
If you like.
Like, I was thinking I really want to win here because I'd like to see him play this deck in the top 4, but, like, I'd love to go ahead and turn this over to him. Sure. It is by far my favorite deck, and I'd love to see it piloted by him. I get to turn into a fanboy for a minute.
What do you think, Raph? I assume you've got the cards on Magic Online. If you want to play, hop on to Magic Online. I'll play against you instead of Sceadeau.
If he doesn't, I can loan him an account.
He can do that. All right. You're in, Raph. Sorry, Sceadeau.
All right. Yeah, no, that's completely fine. He should take over using this deck list, though, because that's part of the rules, right?
Yeah, probably.
All right, excellent. Well, I'll go ahead and get off of here. Good luck, Ralph.
You can hang out and chat with us. That's fine.
Sure, I'm in.
I don't magically have a web camera at Raph's house, but sweet. So yeah, I don't know if I have Lévy on Skype. I can totally get Lévy on Skype, right?
I'll log off in case he needs to use this, although I'm sure he's got the cards. But you should send him this deck list. I guess he probably sent it to you, so.
I certainly got it from him.
Okay. You might want to fix this placard that has my name under it.
That is fair. Yeah, hand cams would be nice. All right. Oh, I messed up your Skype.
Yeah, just like, so I'm not sure if you guys know, but you guys have certainly heard of the deck, the Sly deck, right? Like, Paul Sly actually lives in town, so we were talking about getting him to play the Sly deck during the other things that we were doing, the first Gauntlet of Greatness. But at that time, we didn't really have a cam on both sides, and we were doing things slightly differently. So we ended up not grabbing him. But I like the whole idea of guest appearances on this program.
Yeah, Raph, if you want to, I'm just Randy Buehler on Twitter. On Skype, all one word. If you have a even just a microphone on whatever their computer you're at right now. Connect them, share details with me on Skype. We'll get you into the chat. There seem to be too many Raphaël Lévys in the world for me to just blindly be able to pick him out of a lineup. That's all right. Yeah, he's finding us. Awesome. I'm gonna get so crushed now. At least I got my practice match in. I've got a strategy, right?
You do have a strategy. I was looking forward to beating you, but I look more forward to watching this happen.
All right. I think I can keep you on the 2-cam, right? Why did I lose your image in Skype? I don't know what I did. Your picture is gone. Oh, I keep closing Skype. That's my problem.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Well, I keep
it. Can you set up the match so that I guess I can spectate just watching your stream. But you can set up the match,
observe the match in Magic Online too.
Mm-hmm. Right, which doesn't give me hands, but it gives me board state.
Oh, I can look for haha, of course.
Okay, they said be careful putting your Skype name out there, but like your name is Randy Buehler.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not trying to be anonymous on Skype.
Right.
All right, now I should be able to add him to the call.
Yeah, no, as you were talking, I saw him say, "Hey, good timing." I'm like, "Well, wait, good timing indeed."
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
Love it. You walked in just in time.
Yeah, I could see that. If you give me a second, I'm trying to set it up.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, welcome. So, have you seen any of the videos we've done with this before?
Okay, give me 1 second. So I fix everything so I don't hear you a million times.
Oh yeah, you probably need to mute the stream.
Yeah. All right, I think it should be fine.
Sure.
Can you speak now?
Yeah. Have you watched any of the videos for this yet, Raph?
No, not yet. It's the first one. I just joined. We talked in Brussels. You said, "Oh, you played the deck," and you said it was fine. I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I have to join. I have to watch that." And then I saw your news on
Twitter?
on Facebook.
Ah, sure.
I saw you were streaming that on Facebook. I was like, "Oh, okay."
That works out.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So like I'm just kind of getting introduced to this whole, the modern format in general with the way it is currently. And I played a bunch of these decks. I've got all the deck lists, so I'm able to play them all. And this is the one that I pointed out that is by far my favorite deck list. So like it's the one that I end up just playing kind of casually. So
The Loam deck?
yeah, the Loam deck. I love it. I just think it has answers for everything I need, everything I'm seeing.
Yeah, it's like I'll show you the last list I'm playing. Like I'm just checking if I can use my account now. I probably can, but just in case.
Sure.
Can you look up if Grob is online? Otherwise, I have to kick someone.
Oh, how do I even do that? GROB?
Yeah.
He's online.
He's online. Okay, well.
You can use the account Shadow's been playing with if you want to.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I'll do that.
I'm not going to tell you let's see. Where am I going to send you the password?
All right, you send him the password. I will disconnect if I haven't already.
Okay, so the account is Gauntlet of Greatness.
Okay, so just copy it somewhere.
Right. Oh, I can text it to you.
Yeah. Okay, on Skype. Do you have all the cards, or do you need? Are you?
Yeah, no. Watsy likes the stream enough that they let us use a 4.
Oh wait! I have an account with all the cards. Sorry.
You have a 4 from Watsy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can use that one. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. Because I'm stupid. I do have 2 accounts. One with everything and one with just this deck. Like this, the only cards I actually own on Magic Online are cards for this deck.
Nice. So tell us the history of the deck. Where did the idea come from? How has it changed?
So it started when did it start? I think it was right before GP Milan, the modern GP,
Sure.
and it was extended. So I just tried to brew something, but at the time there was Pod, and you could just not beat Pod ever. Like there was no way you could beat Pod. So when they announced that Pod was gone, I was like, "Oh, is that for real? Is it really gone?" and yeah, so then I started like working on it a little more for the PT, going for a testing in Washington. I was like, "Well, I'm gonna play that. I don't know how to play any other deck," so I just played and played and played, and that's what I got. And then I have the last version. I played it. I did actually play the last version. What was the last event? Last modern event.
The Modern Pro Tour, right?
Yeah, Modern Pro Tour. Yeah, I played not the last version. Let me find it so I can. I have to build it somewhere because I don't have it built. Sorry, it's gonna take about 5 minutes, or maybe I have a list somewhere.
There's certainly a version of the list on.
Yeah, and I'll make the last changes.
Oh, very cool. I think I'm okay with you just playing your latest version of the deck. I don't know that I have a version from sort of December-ish.
Yeah, I think it changed probably like 2 or 3 cards, but like nothing that's gonna help against Red Green Tron. That's the problem.
Is this matchup supposed to be good or bad for you?
It's probably one of the worst.
Just if I'm smart enough to never play a 4th land, is that the key?
That's one of the keys, yeah.
I mean, it feels like
really,
if I ever play a 4th land, you just keep me off Tron forever.
Yeah, but like I have 1 or 2 Ghost Quarters. I think I have 2 Ghost Quarters.
The version we've been playing is 1 Ghost Quarter, 2 Tech Edge, which feels light, honestly.
And you've got an extra Ghost Quarter in the board.
Oh yeah, I think I have 2. Like, let me try to get my actual list.
Yeah, no, it's the card I want more of when I'm playing random matches. I want more Ghost Quarters. Most people are cheating on basic lands, and eventually I just get to run, make them run out.
I saw that you just booked for Copenhagen. You're going to go play that deck, right?
I think so.
You can play this deck?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I that's the only deck I actually like in Modern. I've been playing Modern forever, and I could never find a deck I like playing. And this deck is actually pretty cool.
Where are you calling in from, by the way? You're in France?
Yeah, I'm home, Toulouse.
Cool.
Yeah.
A late night for you, then.
Yeah, it's okay. It's 20-1. I was not really going for bed now. Like checking couple stuff. Like, oh, okay.
The gamer schedule. I know it well.
Yeah. So let's see. Okay, let's. All right, so let's see.
The chat is cheering for death to Tron.
Yeah, I hope I can. Like, it's probably. Let's see how bad the matchup is. It's probably like 30 or 40%. Like, really depends what kind of Tron and the sideboard cards and how many relics, how many pyroclasms, and their draw.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they play turn 3 Karn, there's just no way you can stop that. Well, not a lot of deck can stop that, but
my Karn got killed by spirit tokens last game. It was depressing. We played 1 practice match before you got here.
Okay, I'm building that. It's gonna take me like about 5 minutes.
Yeah, you build. I'll show the list that we've got. So, this is the Tron list.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm just showing the crowd the Tron list that I've been playing. You're allowed to see my deck list. We've been playing with open deck lists. So it's similar to the version 0-1 the Standard Super League with last week, but It's still got the Oblivion Stones in the main, which I think would probably be better as Ugins. You know what? You're gonna play your latest version of the deck, right?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, I'm putting Ugins in my main deck then. If we're gonna actually update deck lists, then.
Well, there's only one relic, then it's probably good for me.
I have 1 relic main, and I have 3 in the board. I'm not gonna change that.
Okay.
But
Now the main should be fine. Like Afterboard's always harder.
Yeah. I am going to change 3 of my main deck Oblivion Stones into Ugins then. I'll run the Ugins 3-in-1 with 1 stone, I guess. Seems like the most easy, straightforward change. But yeah, so this is Green Red Tron. This is trying to assemble the Urza Tron, Power Plant, Tower, Urza's Mine. That turns on turn 3 Karn. Ugin, actually, I have to have 4 lands in play to play Ugin. Maybe it's not as insane in this matchup.
No, it's not. It's not really good.
But I mean, it's not like Oblivion Stone is particularly good either.
No.
I just think this is the right way to build the deck, so I want to... If you're updating yours to the right way to build yours, I'm going to update mine. I do have 4 main deck Pyroclasm.
Yeah, that's the best. That's
Bell
fine.
Skites that don't do anything against you, but yeah, this is the version. Do you know... I'm kind of curious to know how how you have the latest version of Loam Pox set up.
I'm soon showing it to you.
Yeah, he can export it to deck lists and send it to you, and then
Yeah, I don't think he's very responsive. I don't think my friend's very responsive. Oh yeah, no, like the with my last version, but I'm doing okay. I've been starting to play again. Like I played a couple of games today, a couple of games yesterday. What else do I have in this deck? 29. Flame Jab.
I can tell you the list that we've been playing with. We've got 4
Okay, it's probably very close.
4
okay.
Lingering Souls.
Yeah.
1 Dark
Got
Blast.
that. Dark Blast. I have 2 now.
You have 2 now?
Because I feel that now with 2 Dark Blast, we have like a better game against Affinity main. Like usually game 1 was pretty bad, but with 2 Dark Blast becomes actually winnable, like in a convincing fashion, and poison as well. Like an infect. Like with 1, you really want to hit the Dark Blast. If you hit the Dark Blast, you win the game.
Okay. 1 Raven's Crime.
Yep, got that.
2 Go for the Throat.
Yep,
4 Zombie Infestation.
got that.
4 Bloodghast.
Yeah, I have only 1 Squee now.
So you have only 1 Squee now. Okay.
Yes.
4 Smallpox.
Oh, that's what I was missing. Smallpox.
1 Liliana of the Veil.
Yeah, I don't have that.
It's just gone.
Yeah, I cut them like quite early, right after the PT. I cut them.
You were down to 1 in the last article I saw.
Yeah, well, I was down to 0 at the end.
Fair enough.
Okay, I have them. I
1
have
Murderous Cut.
I have it. I have the main.
Okay, I just want to get my version of the list updated if you don't mind.
Okay, no, sure.
1 Murderous Cut, is that still the number?
Yeah.
1 Vengeful Pharaoh.
Yes.
1 Squee.
Yes.
1 Flame Jab.
Yes.
4 Faithless Looting.
Yes.
4 Life from the Loam.
Yes.
1 Golgari Brownscale.
Yes.
1 Terminate.
Yes.
2 Abrupt Decay.
Yes.
Are you at 23 land now?
Yeah.
All right.
I have 2 swamps. Wow, I can't find the swamp. There's so many of them.
Did you put in a second Ghost Quarter, you said?
I think it's like 2 Ghost Quarters and 1 Tech Edge, or the other way, or maybe 2 and 2. Well, let me see.
I have 22 land in the version I was playing. It's 2 Blood Crypt, 2 Mire, 1 Dragon Skull Summit, 1 Forest, 1 Ghost Quarter, 1 Godless Shrine, 2 Marsh Flat, 2 Overgrown Tomb, 2 Delta, 2 Swamp, 2 Tech Edge, 4
There's a stomping.
Catacombs.
There's a stomping ground somewhere.
Oh, there's supposed to be a Stomping Grounds now.
Yeah, I put the stomping ground.
And are you on 3 land destruction then, or is there a 4th?
I think it's 3 or 4. How many lands do you have? 22?
I'm now at 23, which is great because I'm now at 60 cards too.
With 22.
I have 23 lands in this list right now. What do you have?
Yeah, I'm almost done. So
Yeah, Randy only has 1 Ghost Quarter and 2 Tech Edges in his version, so it's not 2 and 2, it's 1 and 2.
I don't know.
But I didn't have the stomping grounds.
Right.
The one stomping ground, yeah. Let me see how many. I think I had one tectonic edge. I don't remember. I'm sure I have two ghost quarters.
Okay.
So what I'm missing, 20 lands. It's 2 blood crypt, 4 Myers. Oh yeah, I'm missing Verdant Catacombs. Fine. So it's 9 fetches. Which ones am I missing? Damn it. That's the worst. A friend of mine is like, I want to test your deck so much. Like, please can you give me the cards? I'm like, okay. That was like 2 hours ago. That's why I'm in this kind of trouble now. Okay, what am I missing? So forest, swamp, overground tomb, stomping ground, tectonic edge, verdant catacomb, bloodstained mire, blood creep, swamps, march flat. Oh, I'm missing.
Godless Shrine?
3 land. Oh, Godless Shrine, yes.
Did you say overgrown too?
Overground tomb. I think I have. Let's see, that's 3, 4. I think it was 10 fetches. Yeah, I have 10 fetches at the end.
Okay.
I think it was 2 of
Yeah, I
each
have
deck.
10 here.
10?
Yeah, there's 10 in the list I've got.
So what's the land I'm missing then if you don't have 2 and 2?
I have 4 catacombs, 1 tech edge, 2 swamp.
Okay, wait. 4 catacombs, okay. 2 tech edge.
You want me to go back to 2 tech edge? If I go back, I have 2 ghost quarter, 1 tech edge. If I have 2 and 2, then there's not room. Then I have 1 extra land.
So you have 2 and 24.
If I put a second tectonic edge in, I do.
So what am I missing then?
Do you want me to put the second tectonic edge back in?
Okay,
Randy,
show me on screen and then.
Yeah, it's on the stream.
Yeah, I have it. Oh, the summit. There's no summit. There's no Dragon Skull summit.
Got it. Oh, that turned into the stomping grounds. Yeah, this looks great then.
Okay, so I have 2 and 2. I have 2 tectonic edges and 2 ghost quarters. That's right.
So get rid of your summit, Randy.
I did. You're watching on
There you
30-second delay.
Oh, that makes sense. Sure. I'm
Okay,
like, what's wrong with you?
I'm done in about not even 1 minute, and I'll show you what I have. Ancient Grudge, okay. Raymond, Right of Revelation, Brown Scale. This card is awesome. I love the Brown Scale.
Sceadeau has been attacking with it a surprising amount of the time.
Not
attack
many times, but yeah, but sometimes it has to turn sideways.
Like against the Findy, when you take out the blood gas, you don't have much to kill with. So sometimes just get in for some damage.
That's exactly when it came out. It was against the Affinity deck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have no board, and you just attack for the win. So I'm missing 2 sideboard cards. What are they?
Oh, sideboard? I have 2 Ray of Revelation, 1 Death Mark, 2 Raven's Crime.
Oh, Raven's Crime. I don't have a Raven's Crime here.
If you're missing 2, then I think you're good.
Yep, I think I'm good. Yeah, I think that's the one. That's the deck I have.
All right, fair enough. So,
Okay,
Sceadeau and I always mess around and chat and play practice games, but then I'm also recording a video series to go on the website. So I'm going to start I'm just going to start the video over and try to give the guys a clean cut. So I'll introduce everything,
sure.
and then we'll play.
Do you need the deck list or something?
I think I now have a version of your deck. I was building it as you were building it, so I should be good.
Okay, the sideboard is 2 Bazooka Box, 4 Ancient Grudge, Vengeful Pharaoh, 3 Brown Scales, 2 Rays, 1 Dark Blast, 2 Raven's Crime.
Okay, that's changed more than I was expecting.
And the lands are Stomping Ground, Double Crypt, Double Edge, Double Quarter, Forest, Double Swamp, 2 Marsh Flats, 2 Overground Tombs.
I can't remember how to spell Bojuka Bog.
Bojju.
Ju. That's what I thought.
Okay, I have it.
2 Bojuka Bog.
Yes.
What else?
In sideboard?
Yeah.
4 Ancient Grudge, 2 Rays, 3 Brown Scales, 1 Pharaoh, 2 Raven's Crime, and Dark Blast.
You no longer have Leyline?
Nah.
And you don't have the extra Ghost Quarter because it's in the main.
Yeah.
So I need a second brown scale. Or a third brown scale. Oh, you don't have a death mark. What did I have instead of this death mark? I heard something else.
Do you want it again?
Yeah.
Pharaoh, 1 Dark Blast, 2 Raven's Crime.
Oh, you did have the Dark Blast. My bad. Oh, it's a Dark Blast instead of a death mark. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Got it. Great. All right. Let's. So when it comes time to play, what we'll do is I will set up a match in constructed open play, getting serious, and then you just join the match with that deck. The weird part is I'm going to set it up with a 60-minute clock just to make sure that we don't run out of time
Okay.
while we're in the middle of recording, and it's okay if I chat a little bit along the way, kind of thing. So you won't be able to see my match unless you have it set for 60-minute clocks.
Okay. So let's see. So it's going to be in the play lobby.
Constructed open play, getting serious.
Getting serious. All right. And then
in fact, I'll go ahead here. I'll host it so that you can fiddle with settings until you're able to see it, basically.
So who am I playing against?
Me. Watsy coverage, Randy.
No. All right.
Just let me, if you can see the game, then we can, I'll start the video. If you can't see the game, it's probably because you have a setting that doesn't match mine, because it always filters the people that match your settings.
So let's see. I'm playing Modern, and I see Getting Serious, Constructed Open Play.
Yep.
Now I can see you.
Great. All right.
I cannot see you.
Change your clock to 60 minutes.
My clock.
Match clock is like
that?
the bottom option on the list.
Bottom option. Match options. Oh yeah, 60 minutes. Oh, I found you.
Perfect. All right, I'll start the recording. Hello and welcome to a special edition of the Modern Gauntlet of Greatness. It's normally me and Sceadeau Detella, but Raphaël Lévy wandered into the chat room. We were playing his signature Modern deck right now, the Loam Pox decks. We're like, hey, Raph, join us. Why don't you just play the deck yourself? So welcome, Raphaël Lévy. How are things?
Oh, everything's good. Everything's good.
Awesome. So to show you where we are in the bracket, we are down to the top 8 decks in our bracket. You can see the Tron deck is what has run into Loam Pox up in the finals of the Arabian Nights bracket. So that's the matchup we're about to play. We've also got Burn and Amulet Bloom have survived. Abzan and Wilted Abzan have survived. Infect and Living End have won their respective regions. So no longer the giant 24 deck bracket. We can fit it all on one page now. Basically time for the top 8. So Raphael is all lined up, ready to play. Let's get down to it. I'm gonna put Raph and Sceadeau onto mute, and we can chat more after the game. Good luck, Raph.
All right. Bye.
I've won the die roll. All right, this matchup is weird because he can destroy all my lands, and I have to constantly guard against that. But at the same time, like if I can just drop a Karn or something pretty fast, that can be hard for him to deal with. This draw has 2/3 of the Urzatron, so I think I can keep it. I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I'm gonna play Tower into map. I don't have any green mana yet, which is mildly annoying for this Ancient Stirrings, but do what you gotta do, right? Verdant Catacombs. Yeah, alright. He's got a Blood Crypt. You got anything to do to me yet? Raven's Crime. Fair. I don't think Eye of Ugin is where this game is going, so I think I can go ahead and discard that. Okay, so Ghost Quarter would let me crack the expedition map in order to go get a an Urza piece. The tricky part is I don't know which one I need yet. So I think I'm going to spend this turn cycling Chromatic Sphere. I get a card draw here. Huh. Oh, I found Urza's Mine. I now know which piece I need to get with the expedition map. I also have this Ancient Stirrings, which is about the only thing I can do with the green mana, so interesting. Next turn, I'm not going to have Tron next turn. Do I need a monster? I could take a second mine. I could take colored mana, although I don't have anything to cast with it, or I could take Warm Coil Engine. Interesting. I feel like there's value in having something to attack with, rather than having a second Urza's Mine. I'll play it that way. And obviously I can only get colored spells there, so nothing else was an option. And his two tectonic edges make me tempted to just use this. I mean, I'm not really going to be able to successfully play land destruction against a deck that plays Life from the Loam, but like I said, if I blow this, then I at least get below tech edge range. I can start spitting things out. Yeah, I already got the Life from the Loam. So he gets one land. And hilarious. I have natural Tron. I don't even need the expedition map. But I have nothing to do with it this turn. So this turn is going to be Ghost Quarter and expedition map. I mean, what else am I going to do, right? Yeah, I don't want to be at 4 lands, so I'm just going to go ahead and set him back a little bit. I wonder, there's only one Blood Crypt, so we'll hit that one. Don't know which of those I'm supposed to blow up. Maybe it's the Tomb. But maybe taking him off red. Alright, he's got Flame Jab now and Squee 50 yard as he dredges back his Life from the Loam. I feel okay though. Like, I get to play Karn. I can either start nailing his lands, or I get to play Worm Coil Engine. Black. Is he flame jabbing me? Oh, Smallpox. Maybe that's why I wasn't supposed to Ghost Quarter there, because I could have lost the Ghost Quarter to this. Yeah, I misplayed that. I should be losing the Ghost Quarter to this, and instead I'm just being outplayed by the guy that built the deck. I can live with that, I guess. It's all very annoying. Oh, and I forgot to tap for mana. Wow. I needed to tap a land for mana so that I could sack Expedition Map. Or at least I wanted to. And it's probably not going to matter, but I still played it wrong. Yeah, there's no real value in stripping his red mana away there. That wasn't worth it. Alright, right back where we started. Planning to Expedition Map into the third Tron piece, into Karn and Worm Coil Engine. Now he's got a Squee, which only becomes super relevant if he comes up with something good to do with it. He's dredging Brown Scale. Still nothing too exciting in there. This turn is just play Life from the Loam. Yeah, alright, so he's get It's a couple fetch lands. Well, fetch land in a couple of swamps. Not a big deal. And now what? Ravenscribe's going to nail my backup Wormcoil Engine? Ravenscribe is going to nail my other Wormcoil Engine. Tower, power plant. Mine. Interesting. So if I play Karn, what's my plan? I can't just exile his lands. I can go up with Karn. Am I just planning to go up and then restart the game? Or am I just supposed to play a Wormcoil Engine and start attacking him? I mean, I feel like I should play Karn. And I should start plussing him, giving myself the ability to restart the game. The problem is, he can start attacking my hand. So, like, I may only ever get one of these. If I play Karn, and he goes Ravenscribe, then I have no hand left. But I have a Karn in play that I'm plussing. I guess that seems... It's certainly better than just having a Wormcoil Engine. Do I exile my own things so that I can have them in play when we start the new game? Like, if I manage to go up, if I manage to start a game with the other Karn in play, that's kind of insane, right? And my hand's gone. His hand is full of garbage. My hand is about to die. I don't think hitting lands is correct, because I'm going down on loyalty. It's got to be up. The weird part is who I target. I actually think I target myself. If I start a game with Karn in play, then he just never gets to play land, right? It's a tricky spot. If I hit him, though, then I force him to spend his turn. I force him to spend his turn discarding cards. He has to Ravenscribe me twice. I'm going to hit him. Because if he spends his whole turn just Ravenscribe, like, his hand's under a ton of pressure. Yeah. I don't think I can bank on starting a new game here, so I think I'm supposed to attack his hand. That part's really not clear. I just feel like if he spends this turn attacking my hand, that's not that bad for me. So Bloodghast has now come out. It's a card I might have to actually deal with. Hitting myself is pretty tempting there. Yeah, I don't know that he can afford to go Ravenscribe, and then lose another card from his hand. Alright. Life from the Loam certainly refills his hand. It's the mana that he's pinched on, not the cards in hand. There's the Blood Crypt. And now he is going to go Ravenscribe. Kind of have to nail the Bloodghast, don't I? Would love to top deck something. Expedition map is not exactly exciting. I have to kill this Bloodghast or I'm not going to get to the starting a new game part, right? Allows Karn to do more things later. Man, his hand has so much gas. He's going to dredge life. He's going to dredge life from the loam. I can hit his green mana, but he can make more. I can hit the Bloodghast. I'll get garbage from his hand. Probably should have Karned myself. But mostly, I'm going to hit this Bloodghast. Because I don't want him picking away Karn. And my hand's garbage, so I will put Expedition Map in play in case I need to replace an Urza piece later. Weird game. He's now going to Lingering Souls. And a Dark Blast. That doesn't do much. Lingering Souls is not nothing. Ghost Quarter's the thing that he wants to find. I guess I'm kind of annoying. We'll be annoyed if he finds it. Certainly got the Life from the Loam card advantage part of the deck going, but what's he going to do with it? Zombie Infestation. Which allows him to make a whole bunch of zombies and pressure Karn. Yeah, we were chatting with Raph earlier, and he said he thought, you know, turn 3 Karn he can't do anything about, but I don't know. It wasn't turn 3 Karn, I guess. It was turn, what, 4 Karn? Still. I don't have any green mana. So, if I kill the zombie infestation, he can respond by making as many as 3 zombies, which means he can kill a Karn. Then again, if I don't kill the zombie infestation, then he just keeps making more Karns. If I mean, then he can make even more zombies in the future, right? He's got a Squee going, he's got... What the hell? Was I supposed to play the Worm Coil engine a million years ago? That can't be right. If I want to cast Ancient Stirrings, I would have to put a 4th land into play. I could sack Expedition Map, get a red-green land, cast Ancient Stirrings. And at this point, maybe that's worth it? But what am I going to find? Because if I'll only have 5 mana. So whatever I find, I'm not actually going to be able to do anything with. I think I have to kill Zombie Infestation. If I kill Zombie Infestation, Karn dies. If I go up, then at least Karn stays alive? If I give him another turn, he just makes so many zombies a turn. Yeah, I think I have to kill the Zombie Infestation. Even though that means I'm probably going to lose my Karn. Feels like Worm Coil would have worked out better. I guess. I don't know. I mean, he would have... He had Go for the Throat as his removal spell, which is obviously not great for him. Against a Worm Coil engine. Maybe Worm Coil was supposed to be the play. Gosh, there's so many ways to get value. So many angles of attack. Karn all by itself just didn't do anything. And even if I had gone up and started removing from my own game, he's been able to hit me fast enough that I wasn't going to be able to restart the game. And now he kept 2 cards, so I don't even love my ability to Ancient Stirrings into something. this Ancient Stirrings to do nothing. So I'm going to get a land. I'm going to cast it. I'm going to try to get, like, a cantrip creature. Alright, I can get an Urza Tower or I can get a Spellskite. Ooh, Spellskite's pretty good here. Actually keeps Karn alive for a turn. A blocker! Take that. Karn seemed better than Wormcoil at the time. He hasn't shown, I mean, ultimately I think it comes down to whether he had any ability to deal with Wormcoil. He has to kind of like bash through each of the parts, which would have been annoying for him, but possible. Life from Loam, gonna use to kill things. I should just leave his graveyard open, right? I don't know what happens now. One of the cool things about this deck, there's so many different things. So Raph's deck, zombies can attack. I get, of course, they're attacking Karn. I do get to block, which means I get to keep Karn alive. Which is kind of cool. I think I'm 2 counters, so it's kind of obliged to go up, but still. Funny. Flame Jab's gonna finish off the Spellskite. Crazy deck is crazy. And of course he has the Tech Edge. Do I play this Grove? If I play the Grove, it makes the Tech Edge that much worse. If I don't play the Grove, then he can knock it out of my hand with Raven's Crime. I think I don't play it because I want to be 1 Tron piece from having Tron mana. All it really does, though, is oblige him to Raven's Crime lock me. Oh. Flame Jab, huh? Flame Jab is gonna kill Karn. Of course it is. I mean, I don't even play this game flawlessly, but I feel like I don't know what I was supposed to do. He's retrace cards. He's just killing everything, making me discard everything. Oh, by the way, blowing up my lands. What a crazy, crazy deck. I mean, anything that I keep in my hand is just going to get discarded. And if I put a land into play, then I won't get to keep it. So I'm either getting the map or the chromatic sphere, so that I think if I get map, then it sets me up to pay 2, get a Tron piece, play the Tron piece, play a threat. How am I going to keep enough of that in my hand, though? I think chromatic sphere is actually more likely to create a situation where I can do something, given that I don't get to keep cards in my hand. Not that I have very many turns, but I kind of need to luck into something. Yeah, I wish I could go back and play this game where I play Worm Coil first. It'd be pretty interesting to see what happens if I just played a Worm Coil engine instead of that Karn. I wonder what this spell is. It's going to be Life from the Loam. He's going to get 3 cards in his hand. This engine is pretty impressive when it gets going. Ghost Quarter 2. Yeah, I don't actually want to crack Chromatic Sphere here because he'll just make me discard the card. We're in his main phase. I will use the ability to get Forest. Now now that I'm 2 Tron parts away from actually doing anything, though, it's a lot harder to accomplish anything. Well, still buy me some turns anyway. He's found a Bloodcast. Looting with Flashback. The incremental advantages are never ending. A little on the small side, but never ending, which is kind of awesome. He's got Squee. Yeah, we went through the Lingering Souls, I guess. I mean, there's a Raven's Crime in here. There's a Flame Jab in here. It's just like the history of everything that destroyed me this game. This Bloodcast is going to come back. Squeeze obviously coming back every upkeep. Just to be discarded to things like Faithless Looting and Zombie Infestation. I will run out of basics for this Ghost Quarter soon. Not this turn, but soon. Oh, man. That was too... If I had a Tron part, I could stack Chromatic Sphere and hope. Is that what I'm supposed to do anyway? Like, what am I hoping for? I don't even know what I can draw at this point. I don't even know what I can draw. I don't know how to get out of this. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm just locked. Flame Jab can shorten the clock, put me out of my misery. Alright. I'm basically out of my misery now. Pyroclasm can buy me a couple of turns, but there isn't anything realistic I can do with those turns at this stage. Enough. I surrender. Super cool deck. Now you can take a look at what we're playing with. This is the red-green Tron deck. It's basically what Owen Turtenwald used to win the Standard Super League a couple of weeks ago. Threat heavy, 3 Ugins, 4 Karns, 4 Wormcoil Engines. Pyroclasms are kind of useful against him. These Spell Skites don't normally do anything, so I don't need those. Oblivion Stone is kind of mediocre. What I have in the sideboard, which is good in this matchup, is Relic of Progenitus. That is really the card that actually lets me do things against him. Crucible of Worlds is also very, very good. What am I taking out? I'm never getting an Emrakul. That is just not the way this game's going to play out. I think the rest of the stuff I kind of need. Like, I clearly need all the relics. Question is, do I actually want 4 Pyroclasms? They felt decent. I mean, is it Pyroclasm or is it like everything I need to sweep? It could be that I want an O-Stone, but I have these Ugins, so no, I don't need an O-Stone. If anything, I have too many top ends. What am I thinking about? The question is, do I want the 4th Ugin? No. Do I want the Emrakul? No. Do I want the Oblivion Stone? No. I think we're just shuffling it up like this. And we'll see what happens. I don't have the sound turned on, but you can see Raph trying to figure out how to sideboard against me. Shadow's also on the call and chatting away. Let's play game 2. Relic of Progenitus. Hello, friend. We only have 1 land, though. But I have Ancient Stirrings for turn 2. So I can go Star into Stirrings into Map or Relic. I actually think I keep this. I mean, yeah, I think I keep this. Still no green mana. Really need to hit. Alright, we have the Cantrip card for the Chromatic Star. Okay, it was in Urza's Mine. So now... Oh, now I can Sylvan Scrying for the Power Plant. And he needs to have a Ghost Quarter right now, or we get to play turn 3 Wormcoil. Yep. Okay. No longer have the green mana for Ancient Stirrings, but definitely wanted the certainty of finding a power plant. Yeah, I feel like if he doesn't Ghost Quarter me right now, and he's not going to Ghost Quarter me right now, then we're in at least decent shape. Next turn I get to not only play the Wormcoil Engine, but also a Relic. What's he got? Just Life from the Loam? Yes, you can have 2 fetch lands. He's even going to have to discard. I think he just wanted he wanted the ability to dredge Life from the Loam on his upkeep, so... Oh, Vengeful Pharaoh. That's what he's going to do about our Wormcoil Engine. Whenever combat damage is dealt, Vengeful Pharaoh destroys the attacking creature and goes onto the top, where it can then, of course, be dredged back into the yard. Pretty funny. Doesn't really change my play. Definitely amusing, though. Alright. So now the Relic, and if he does dredge... How does the timing on dredge work? Do I get a window where I can Relic? If you would instead, if you do, no, I'm never going to get a window where I can choose, so lose one of them. You want your Dredge Engine or you want your Vengeful Pharaoh? Your pick. You lost the Pharaoh. Cool. All right. Clearing a path for Wormcoil. Trying to, anyway. Makes sense. He needs his Dredge Engine. Let's pop out his graveyard. So, he came up with an Ancient Grudge. What's Bajuka Pulp do? Yep. Nothing I can do about that. Life from the Loam again. Let him dredge some more. Nine lands. Does he have anything else fun to discard? Does he just want the value? Want the ability to dredge next turn? There's the bog. And Verdant Catacombs. Okay, another Wormcoil. That seems good. I kind of had the somewhat interesting question about whether I was supposed to crack Expedition Map in order to get green mana in order to cast the other stuff in my hand. No longer an interesting question. The drawback to the green mana being that putting a fourth land into play turns on Tectonic Edge. Alright, he dredges Life from the Loam, hits March Flat, Smallpox, Zombie Infestation. None of that is relevant in the graveyard. I feel like 2 Wormcoil Engine is a pretty strong position to be in. I mean, Ancient Grudge gets is like half a fog and half a kill of Wormcoil. Lingering Souls, okay. Oh wow, I even have Pyroclasm. So he's got 1 mana. I don't think he can do anything. I think I can. Yeah, I think I go get the green. I go get the red-green land, Pyroclasm, and attack for the win, right? Oh, too much floating mana, of course. Yep. Interesting. On to game 3. That version of the deck felt pretty solid. Wormcoil Engine may just be better than Karn here. Karn's like this incremental resource advantage, but his deck is so good at that. And Pyroclasms once again felt worth it, so I don't think I regret having 4 Pyroclasms in the deck. I could have Spellskite to get guard against Ancient Grudge. Is that the other thing I could potentially have? Pulling Ancient Grudges onto the Spellskite? That doesn't sound worth having in my deck. Just eats half an Ancient Grudge. Yeah. I think we run it like this. Now we're on the draw, though. Alright, I have a Mine. I have Sylvan Scrying, and I have Expedition Map. I think that's good enough. I mean, I can get 2 Tron from here. I have to play a 4th land to play Ugin. Apparently a tricky first turn for Raphael. Blood Crypt into Untapped into Faithless Looting. Okay. And let's see what he finds. At least what he discards. Life from the Loam and a Bloodghast. Wow, that's such a good turn. Such a good first turn. Okay, so we have Mind Tower. We have it all. But who knows how much of it is going to survive till turn 3. Also, I don't have a Karn or a Worm Coil. And 8th mana really matters. Wow, now he's got a Squee as well. Okay, so upkeep he dredges Life from the Loam. Hits Smallpox, Zombie Infestation, Squee. Too late for the Squee to trigger this turn, but now he's got a thing to keep picking up and discarding. He's got his free Bloodghast. Ancient Grudge my map. Tough but fair. Wow. So now we have Karn. But we don't have Tron yet. I feel like Forest Sylvan Scrying for the missing piece, which is a power plant. It means I don't play a Tron piece this turn, which means I can't get lucky top deck power plant, play Karn next turn. But I have nothing. I don't do my mana this turn. I'm not going to play to get lucky on the 1-draw phase. So also this means that on turn 4, Ugin is an option. Or well, once I get 4 landed to play, Ugin becomes an option. Yeah. Again, I feel like my hand is good if I'm left unfettered, but I do not expect him to just leave me alone. Now what? Zombie infestation. Alright. This sets up for Ugin if we get there. Oh, and a relic. Interesting. So I can play relic and start using it. If I do that, I'm not going to play Sylvan Scrying. I don't really need to play Sylvan Scrying here. I need to kill his graveyard, seems more likely. I mean, I can force him to use the Ancient Grudge, and then I can hack his graveyard as a response. I don't get much, though. The Life from the Loam's in his hand. Weird. No, whatever. I'm playing the power plant that he knows about. And I'm playing the relic. The only question is whether I'm leaving mana untapped or playing a Sylvan Scrying. And I don't even know which Tron piece to get with the Sylvan Scrying. So I think the answer is leave mana for relic. Yeah. Found the backup power plant. And here come the zombies. I don't know, maybe, if I wait, then maybe I can catch Squee or Life from the Loam. I mean, I'm disappointed not to get those cards, but I have plans for all my mana next turn. He's found a Raven's Crime now. I mean, the turn 4 Ugin is feeling pretty good. Turn 4 Ugin and -2 gets the zombie infestation and gets the blood gas. It's even an exile effect. Does he have a Ghost Quarter? Is the question. Tech Edge, not good enough. Because I don't have 4 land yet, obviously. I am going to 4. We went down this path. May have lifted too much of Fear of Tech Edge in the first game. Okay. Life from the Loam. So, he's got his Dredger back in the yard. He's got lands in his hand for zombie infestation. Ugin timing works out pretty well, though. Ugin, while killing the infestation, also gets any zombies that are in play, so he can't really respond. He's got Lingering Souls now. That's not nothing. Second Raven's Crying for whatever that's worth. Cool game. Is this Eye of Ugin? Yeah, it's got it. All right, power plant, mine, tower, 8 for Ugin, the Spirit Dragon, and -2. All right, that felt pretty good. Now I feel like he needs Tech Edge, or I just destroy him. And even if he has Tech Edge, I may still be able to sneak Karn into play at some point. He actually has to guess which piece to blow up if he has the Tech Edge, and the power plant's the one that he knows we searched for. So if he had to guess, he should probably guess power plant, which we happen to have a replacement for. But what's he up to? Is he just Life from the Loaming? Yeah, and it's Mire. It's just a couple of Mires. Black. Is this 2 Raven's Crimes? Oh, Lingering Souls, sure. Bloodstained Mire. Now what? He's gonna Raven's Crime? It's either the map or the scrying. I feel like I want to dump my hand into play. So next turn I can play the map, the power plant, and Karn. I don't think this scrying works out to be very mana efficient. It's basically the same card as the map, just the timing is different. Oh, even better. All right. I have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. So the question is Karn or Wormcoil, to which I think the answer is Wormcoil on this board. Also, I can start hitting him, or I can go down once to hit the spirits. I think I just hit him. All right, that threatens to win the game pretty quickly, and he's not pressuring them fast enough. I can kill things next turn to clear a path for a Wormcoil. And hilariously, I think I'd rather keep... I feel like because of his Raven's Crime shenanigans, I kind of want to keep these cards in my hand. so that I can potentially keep Karn around. So I'm going to play it that way. I want map and power plant to discard. Also, I still think if he comes up with a tech edge, he's going to guess power plant. All right. He found more lingering souls. And he found a second life from the loam. Yeah, I mean, it could be that Eye of Ugin would be good in a long grindy game, but I don't expect to have all my lands in a long grindy game. It just isn't the way this matchup plays. Like, he's dredging through his library, so he's eventually going to find ways to blow my lands. And once he just picks off a piece of the Urzatron, I'm not going to be able to, activate for 7 and then cast something for 6. So I think I like our position. Well, I definitely like our position. I think it's really good. I'm trying to figure out how easy it is for him to kind of stitch this back together. I mean, because Ugin can just win the game in a couple more activations. Wormcoil, he's basically obliged to chump block for the rest of the game if he can't kill it. And he doesn't have an obvious way to kill it either. I don't even think he has an exile effect in his deck, so even once he kills it, it's still, he's got to deal with the leftover parts. Yeah, we probably should have played Wormcoil Engine in that first game. Oh, pretty interesting. Yeah, I don't know how he gets out of it. I feel like there might be a way, though. He's clearly shown a lot of cool ways to deal with this. What you got? Faceless looting. Digging for more answers. There's a ghost quarter. I mean, Ghost Quarter gives him the ability to bust up the Tron. He can obviously life from the loam to get the Ghost Quarter, to use it. I have one more basic in my deck, but whatever. He doesn't have time to do that, though. I mean, the problem is this Wormcoil Engine. It's threatening to kill him. Alright, he's going to attack Ugin for 2, which I can't do anything about. But we do that. Means he doesn't have a blocker for the Wormcoil Engine, that is what it means. What is he up to? He must have a way to break up the Wormcoil Engine. But whatever, let's find out what it is, right? Uh-oh, I mean, even the Pharaoh, he takes the damage. He's got an Ancient Grudge. Fair enough. Alright. So, I feel like I keep going up with Ugin. Because that is a victory condition. I'm sure I play Karn. But now what? Do I take him off green mana? Yeah. I take him off green mana, right? Then he has to scramble just to even have Ancient Grudge. I don't know if that's exactly correct, but that's how I'm playing it. Now, do I play my hands? There's no reason not to do this that I can think of. Relic. That should do it. That should do it. No graveyard. No green mana. I have 2 planeswalkers. I have a couple of worm coil parts, and you're at 4. Sure. I don't think he can do anything for... Oh, he's a murderous? No. No, once Karn did not have the ability to exile. Fair. That said, don't I just... -0 kills him, right? I mean, these things are white, 0 CMC cards. This just works. I could also have Karned him for 3 and played the other Karn. Wow. That was a fun match. Wow, that was a fun match.
Wow, that was brutal. Eugene was brutal on turn 4.
Yeah, Ugin definitely worked out.
Yeah, that was the real only thing that could like turn the game around.
You felt like you had it if I didn't have Ugin?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like if you have Ugin on turn 4, I'm dead. If you don't have it, I don't lose that game.
Makes sense. Yeah, what was I supposed to do with Karn in the first game? I feel like
I don't think you could do anything.
There was,
like
was
game
no...
one.
Please tell me about game 1 from your perspective.
No, game one you could have won if you don't blow up my land. If you don't blow up my land, you probably win.
Yeah, I figured that was a mistake in retrospect. I was thinking, I was obsessing about Tech Edge in a way that just didn't make any sense to obsess about Tech Edge. So like, I talked myself into using Ghost Quarter to stay below Tech Edge, but even if I'm doing that, I should just wait rather than the Pox was... The small pox, I wasn't thinking about small pox, so I agree.
Oh, yeah, it was brutal. That the small when you blew up my land, I was like, oh yeah, sweet.
Yeah,
so my small pox
definitely messed that up. You think I win the game if I don't mess that up?
If you have Karn, if you can have the Tron.
Yeah, I get to Karn.
Yeah, you
I
probably
get to Karn
win.
on the same turn either way is how it plays out. I think.
Yeah, I think you win. I think I'm behind because I can't get you. I can keep you from playing Karn, so...
Right, but what does Karn do? Karn, like, I played Karn, and it didn't do anything.
Because I had enough stuff then.
Okay.
But when you can play stuff after Karn, because you played Karn, then you couldn't play anything after that.
Right, because
like, if you play Karn...
Was I supposed to play Wormcoil Engine instead of Karn?
What, if you didn't blow up my land?
Either way. Well, if I don't blow up your land, then you still have a smallpox in your hand, right?
Yeah, but then you sacrifice your Ghost Quarter.
Right.
And not your Tron, like not your other piece.
Right. But the question is, either way, I wind up in a situation where I have Tron and I can either play Karn or Wormcoil Engine.
I don't think it matters at this point. Like as long as you don't draw your relic, then I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, game 2 was like you can't do anything. Like these are the games you just win with Tron.
Yep. Game 3 was the interesting one, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have anything to keep you from getting the Tron, and then when you play Eugen, I was just dead.
Yep.
Like I think I have it.
What's that?
And I didn't have it.
Yeah.
I thought I had it, but then I didn't have it.
Yeah, Ugin definitely seems like a better version of this deck, better in this deck than Oblivion Stone.
Yeah, Oblivion Stone wouldn't have done anything.
Agreed.
Well, saved you a little bit, but not too much. Like the fact that he was just there, like bolting me every turn, that was bad enough. Couldn't race it. Oh well, you put me up against the worst matchup. That's not very nice.
Well, you didn't randomly wander in for the last couple.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
maybe
can-
I make the deck lose. That's the thing.
Yeah, we can. I'll show the brackets back for the crowd. Yeah, Loam Pox had this awesome path through. It got scape shift in the first round, which was just
That's usually pretty easy.
yeah, basically a bye. I think scape shift managed to win one game between. I forget if it was in the practice match or the real match, and it was just like lightning bolts. But you're never resolved. You're never winning a game with scape shifting.
Oh, yeah, you got 2 buys. My deck got 2 buys.
Scape shift and then Jeskai control. Yeah, that matchup
Yeah.
was even more lopsided.
Yeah, because they can't do anything.
That is what
Like
happened.
it really depends how many like rest in peace and relics they have. Relics doesn't do too much because they shut down their own stuff too. So I don't know. Even they don't really play rest in peace either.
But I thought the Tron matchup would be better than it is. I mean, I thought that your ability to just recursively blow up lands would make this another good matchup. But it feels like at
No, it's
Tron, like
tough.
just
It's
having
very
it
tough.
briefly and playing something is kind of good enough.
Yeah. No, it's pretty tough. Tron's pretty tough. Like I told you at the beginning. Like that. I think the rest. What are the other matchups? Like in your Gauntlet.
Well, we're now to the top 8. So if you had won, you'd get either Burn or Amulet Bloom. Here's the top 8 bracket. And this is the first. That was the first top 8 match we played.
Okay, well, Burn is about even.
Okay.
Like really depend. It depends on how like if you have zombie infestation in your first hand, then you usually win. And if you have a brown skeleton, you also win. But if you don't, then you lose. That's pretty much how the match goes.
Okay. What about Amulet?
Then, I think I've never lost to it
Wow.
because either they kill you on turn 2 or they don't win. Like Smallpox is so brutal.
Fair
No,
enough.
Smallpox is brutal. After sideboard, when you have the Ancient Grudges, it's really hard for them.
Sure.
Raven's Crime is very tough for them. And Ghost Quarter is also pretty bad.
So,
Makes sense to me.
And then what else? Infect with the 3 Dark Blasts is pretty good.
Sure.
Abzan depends on usually ahead. If the only way they win is when they draw Scavenging Ooze when you're stabilized, and then they draw Scavenging Ooze and then they remove your graveyard, then you're dead. That's like there's 1 or 2 turns when they can draw it and you're dead, but the rest you usually make it. Living In, I've never played against it. I don't know how it goes. I have the Bazooka box, but that's it. Should
Okay.
be good against it.
Yeah, it might be good for Living End. And then
And
the green white
that's-
aggro is like the Wilted Obzon, the Jacob Wilson top 8 deck.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that.
I think
I
it's
don't know.
probably good for you, honestly. It's probably easier for you than the normal Obzon matchup.
Yeah, they don't have the Rhino is pretty bad. Rhino, we have hard time against Rhino. Well, that's the hardest card. Like Rhino and Scavenging Goose. I don't know. Green white does have the Voice of Resurgence is pretty annoying.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. It does have voice. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the piece that it has that isn't in the normal Obzon.
Yeah, that's pretty annoying for Smallpox. Like you have to take out your Smallpoxes
Okay.
because you never get any value from it.
Well, look, the deck is cool. Yeah, well, I guess Wiltleaf Liege is super awkward for you too, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. That's why you take out all the Smallpoxes.
Oh yeah. No, that Wilted Obzon, I take back what I initially thought. That Wiltleaf Liege and Voice both sound annoying for you.
Sometimes they have Loxodon as well.
Hmm.
I actually beat yesterday. I played against Green and White. I played like turn 2 or 3 Raven's Crime. They played the Liege, and then one turn later Smallpox, and he played the Smiter. I still won that game, but that was pretty rough.
Nice.
The Vengeful Pharaoh did all the work.
Ah, sure. All right. Well, hey, I'm glad you hung out with us for a little while.
Yeah,
The deck
that
is
was fun.
cool. Like it is a cool deck. It is a powerful deck. I think it's a legit player. I don't know why no one else has noticed how good it is and why you're the only one who's playing it.
I think people just don't want to play my decks. I don't know why.
It is complicated. Like there's a lot of weird paths. There's a lot of decisions and a lot of intricate paths, but they're also like they're weird paths. It's not normal Magic.
Yeah, it takes a while to get used to it. When I played for Washington, I brought the deck with me. I was like, okay, guys, I have 1 week. Let's make this deck work.
Yeah.
And then they looked at it. They were like, yeah, you're on your own, man.
Oh.
You're on your own. We have no idea. I had been playing that deck for like weeks, and they came up with all the Abzans, Splitting Twins, Trons, and I was just trying to like tweak it, and everyone was like, yeah, I have no idea how that works. Let me try. And then they would just play the wrong land on turn 1, play the wrong spell. Like, yeah, that's not how it goes. You have to play this first and discard this first. Like, yeah, okay, there's no way I can master this deck in time.
Well, why don't you go top 8 a Grand Prix with it?
Yeah, that would be nice. I'd love to do that.
Well, good luck.
Well, thanks a lot, and thanks for having me.
Yeah, this was fun.
And yeah, if one day I can play some other Magic with on your gauntlets, I'll be happy to.
Well, I mean, we have another match to play today if you really want to.
Oh no! I mean, like if you have the
one
other
that's not 1 in the morning. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, next time then.
All right.
Cheers.
Have a good evening or whatever, whatever it is over there. Ciao.
See ya.